Hello everyone, welcome to EduTalk. So in today's session we are going to discuss a very important news article in which we will discuss about the core banking system and what the budget has said about the post offices coming under the core banking system. So before starting with the session, there is a big announcement from EduTalk that we are providing flat 50% off on the combo courses, and you can use the code combo to avail this offer, as well as we are providing 40% plus 10% off all these courses, and you can use the code single to avail this offer, which is valid till 8th Feb 2022 only. So now all the post offices have to come under the core banking system. This is what is said in the budget. So the government is planning to bring the entire post office network under the core banking system by 2022. So what this core banking system is, first of all, see, core banking system provides a network of the branches of the bank. That is, you have opened a account in Rajasthan's PNB branch, okay, but you went to the Delhi or some other place in India. So still you will be able to avail the facility that is provided by the branch in that area. You can take your money out, you can avail all the services of the bank. So it is providing, CBS is providing the network of branches, okay, of the bank, so that you can avail the services of the bank from wherever you are in the country. As well as CBS, see, as the technology is growing up, as the technology is expanding, the telecommunication is expanding, the CBS is providing the centralized online real-time exchange through the net banking, through the mobile banking, through ATMs, okay. So that is that you can at real time you can exchange the money at real time. The transfers are happening, okay, the NEFT is there, the IMPS is there. So CBS is the one that is providing the network of branches, that is providing the real-time exchange, the online exchange, and it is providing a centralized branch, okay. That is, network of the branches of the bank has become centralized in a way that any branch of that bank can provide the service to the customer that has come from anywhere in the whole country. So CBS is the one that is providing the customer convenience, we can say, okay. So this CBS, so allowing easier transfer. So what will happen, that after the post office network comes under the CBS, it will allow easier transfer of funds, because CBS is the one that provides the online real-time exchange, okay. So easier transfer of funds will happen. Interoperability with the banking network. See, the banking network is already under the CBS. So when the post office network will also come under the CBS, it will become very easy for them to operate together, okay. This will ensure anytime, anywhere post office savings, okay. This will allow that from any time, at any time, from anywhere, you can avail the post office savings account, you can avail the services of the post office. The government said that in 2022, 100% of the 1.5 lakh post offices would come under the core banking system. So this year only the government wants all the post offices to come under the core banking system, so that it becomes very easy to transfer the funds, it becomes very easy to operate with the banking network. So this will enable financial inclusion and access to accounts through net banking. So what will happen, that the financial inclusion will become easier, and through the net banking the post office accounts will be connected through the mobile banking, through the ATMs, and also provide online transfer of funds between the post office accounts and the bank account. So it will become very easy for you to connect with your post office account, because now the CBS will provide all the net banking services, all the mobile banking services, as well as the ATMs will be provided for the post office accounts also, and there will be easy connection between the post office accounts and the bank accounts, as well as see, right now also there are some post offices, like 23,000 some post offices that are having the services of the CBS, okay, that are taking the core banking services, solutions, we can say. But there are only very less as compared to the total amount of numbers. So when the CBS will be adopted by all of the post office accounts, now by all of the post offices, then it will become very easy for post offices to transfer in between them also. It is not only that the post offices will transfer with the bank accounts or something. In themselves, in between them also, it will become very easy to transfer the amount, to transfer the money. who will it benefit? So who is it going to benefit? First of all, it will be very helpful for the rural areas, because they will directly connect. They can directly connect through their mobiles to the post office savings account. They do not have to go there to transfer the funds, to take their funds out or something. So it will be very helpful, especially for the farmers and the senior citizens in the rural areas. Enabling interoperability, of course it will provide the interoperability between the bank accounts and the post offices, as well as between the post office accounts also. So it will provide the financial inclusion when the rural areas will also be brought inside the network of the post office savings account and the banking network through the online processes. Okay, so you will now be able to transfer money online to your post office account, as well as access these accounts through net banking. So you do not have to go to the post office to avail your account, to access your account. You can just transfer your money online wherever you are, anywhere, anytime. Okay, so as well as access these accounts through net banking. You can easily access your accounts through net banking now, as CBS is there. So CBS is providing all the net banking, all the online services. So it is a win-win situation for both the post offices as well as the banks. So it is providing the benefit to banks also, to post offices also, because the banks access for banks to post office accounts. So banks will be getting the access to the post office accounts, to access to the money of the post office accounts, because now the transfer can easily happen between the bank accounts and the post office accounts. And deposit holder. So whoever is the deposit holder in the post office, the banks will get the information about the deposit holders, and the banks can provide the services to those deposit holders also. They can, so banks, see, all the information about the deposit holders will go to the bank, and the area of the bank will expand. The customer base of the banks can also expand. So ease of access to banking customers is an opportunity for post office savings scheme. Similarly, for the post office savings scheme, it is also beneficial, because see, the deposit holders, the customers of the banks, the post office will have the access to the customers and the deposit holders of the banks. So the post office can also expand its base and tap deposits from the new customer base. Okay, so it will be an opportunity for the post office, for the post office savings scheme, to tap deposits from the new customers, from the customers of the banks, as the post office will get the information about the customers of the banks. Okay, so the Indian Post Payments Bank, this is the bank that is providing, the post office provides the savings account services and the payments bank services through the India Post Payments Bank. Okay, so it will become very easy to operate between the post office network and the bank network now. So, and this is the one that provides the services, the saving services and the payment bank services under the through the post offices. Going forward, what is the vision of the government? So going forward, to promote digital banking in the country, banks have been asked to set up 75 digital banking units. See, 75 digital banking units in 75 districts. So this has been asked by the government to the banks, that you should open 75 digital banking units in the 75 districts. In recent years, what is happening? The digital banking, the digital payments, the fintech innovations have been growing in a rapid pace, and the government is very much promoting it, we can say. Okay, encouraging these sectors to ensure that the benefits should reach, it should penetrate to the deepest of the parts of our country, to the ruler of the parts of our country, and the government wants to bring the digital economy into our country, and so the government is continuously promoting such kind of initiatives, and the government wants the network, the CBS kind of network that provides the customer convenience, that provides the efficiency, the operational efficiency, because CBSE, now you do not have to go to the bank for each and every transaction. Now the bank has come into your mobiles, it has come into your laptops. So such kind of convenience, such kind of operational efficiency, the government wants to it to reach to every part of our country, and to further penetrate and go to even the rural areas. So we want the digital economy, and so the post office accounts is also asked to be linked to the CBS. Okay. So this is the question for today. The government plans to bring the entire post office network under the core banking system in 2022. What will be the benefit of bringing post office network under the core banking system? I hope you can easily answer this question now. So these are the people that have given the right answer of the previous session question about the SEBI, in which we discussed about the ERPs. That is the ESG rating providers. So it was Yash, Pawan, Neeraj, Gagandeep, Mamta, Arvind, Shubham, Navjot, Gaurav, Justin, Pradeepan, Raj, Lakshmi, Shivom, Mintu and Hansa. So well done you guys, and if you have any query you can mail us here, you can contact us through this number. Thank you very much.